What's up, guys, and welcome back to Pour Over Finance. CPI data is in, and things are starting to look a little better here in the United States. We'll talk about the Phantom Wallet, as well as some of the issues surrounding what just recently happened with Torn and their privacy mixing service. Right here, Pour Over Finance. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Pour Over Finance. I am Aaron, and what we're going to do is we'll start jumping into some things here because finally we've had some good news today. CPI data came in at a very nice and cool 8.5%, and I say that sarcastically because, quite frankly, 8.5% is still extremely high inflation, but it's possible that we've reached a peak. Because last month, when we got the June data we got it in July, but it was June's data, it was at 9.1%, which is the highest rate of inflation we'd seen in 40 plus years. So to see 8.5% means that we're trending downward. We're going in the right direction. That also means that we may see a little less quantitative easing by the Fed. Maybe instead of 75 basis points, maybe they go to 0.5 basis points. We'll find out. Well, 50, I should say, basis points, but we'll find out. But that said, let's just jump right into some of the actual good news by first looking at what's happening with our our boomer coin, because when Bitcoin moves, the rest of the crypto market moves. And the good part about it is, with the data that happened today, Bitcoin shot up just over $1,000 in gains, and we got up to the $24,000 line, just a little bit over that. But you know what? We'll take it. Rather than Bitcoin continuing to trend down, there were a lot of analysts that expected Bitcoin to go even lower than the 17K that we saw it hit earlier this year. But this is good. This is good news. So let's just move right into some of the information regarding that. And we get right here. Stocks soar. S&P 500 hits the highest level it's seen in 3 months. And that was all after a key report that showed slowdown in inflation. Stocks rose sharply on Wednesday after inflation reading showed a better than expected slowdown for the rising prices. It was projected that we would see approximately 8.75. So the fact that it actually was 8.5 means that even the predictions were higher than what we actually saw. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped 535 points, or roughly 1.6. The S&P gained 2.1, which is its highest level we've seen since May, while the Nasdaq rose 2.9. The headline Consumer Price Index for July rose 8.5 year over year. Again, that's good information. That's good. That's a good price. Well, not price. That's a good drop, a good cool down from what we saw at 9. Like we already saw, Bitcoin actually was able to gain a little bit. So the crypto market as a whole went up a little bit today. And hopefully we can continue to see this trend happen. The Fed has been slowly raising interest rates. And the reason they've been doing that is so that they can cool down inflation. And it's quite possible that their actions are finally starting to pay off. So that is definitely good news. I'm happy about it. My portfolio looks better today than it's looked in a long time. It's still got a long way to go from all the losses we've taken so far this year, but still, we'll take what little we can have until the next bull run. Let's jump right in and hear what our good old buddy, our pal Joe Biden has to say. He says that there was zero inflation. I don't know where he's getting that from, but let's listen to our buddy Joe Biden break down the financial news for us. Hit it, Joe.
Today, I want to say a word about the news that came out today relative to the economy. Actually, I just want to say a number: 0.
He just wants to say a number: 0.
Today, we received news that our economy had 0% inflation in the month of July. 0%. Here's what that means. While the price of some things went up last month, the price of other things went down by the same amount. The result, 0 inflation last month, but people are still hurting, but 0 inflation last month. Economists look at
Well, well. What can I say? Our buddy Joe Biden says people are still hurting, but there was zero inflation. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments below. Zero inflation, Biden says. I'm pretty sure that's inaccurate, Joe. Even the Fed is disagreeing with you on that. But I don't know. Joe is a little bit aged. He might be entering a stage of dementia. I don't necessarily know that he even understands what's going on in the world today. So we'll just let him continue on with whatever he's got going on. But he believes zero inflation. That's what our buddy Joe is saying. Zero. Doesn't exist. Joe Biden aside, we'll jump into our next article here. It says, crypto wallet provider Phantom says its systems were not compromised in the $4 million hack. So if you guys don't know, what happened is Solana-based wallet Phantom was one of the wallets that were, I guess, involved in this multi-million-dollar hack that took place earlier this month, where millions of dollars worth of SLP, Solana coins were drained from hot wallets, specifically hot wallets, which is, again, why I always say get yourself a cold wallet. But in either case, it goes on to say that Solana-based wallet provider Phantom said its systems were not compromised in the exploit where hackers drained around 4 million from over 9,000 wallets. Phantom went on to say, they tweeted on Tuesday, that after nearly a week-long investigation, its team found no vulnerabilities that could explain the exploit. The wallet provider added that it has been independently audited by Halborn Security and OtterSec. The auditing firms have so far not found any issues that could explain the incident. While some Phantom users were affected, in each case we have reviewed, we found that they had imported their seed phrases or private keys to or from a non-Phantom wallet. So what they're saying is users took their keys, migrated to other wallets, and I guess that's what left them vulnerable. But in either case, Phantom is saying it's not us. There's no vulnerabilities with our wallet. You can feel free to bring your coins back over here because we were not responsible. I don't necessarily know what happened. I guess as time goes forward, we'll get a little bit more information as more and more audits are done. Maybe we'll figure out what took place there, but it doesn't feel good. I'll tell you that. I mean, I wasn't involved in this hack and I owned Solana coins, but all of my Solana is on my cold wallet. Not a single one was touched. I do keep coins on a hot wallet. Unfortunately, some of these coins are not yet supported by some of these wallets, so it puts me in a position where I kind of have to. So if you have to keep your stuff, whether it be on a hot wallet or at an exchange, just be careful, know where you're holding it. Try your best not to leave your wallet connected to any bridges or any DeFi platforms. Make sure that when you are connecting to a DeFi platform, that it's one that is known, one that is trusted. When you're done, whatever transaction that you're in the process of executing, when you're done, disconnect your wallet, clear your cache, whatever it is you need to do. Don't share your keys, all these different things, because it's just, I feel for people who lose that kind of money just trying to make a dollar, like everyone else. Terrible. But point being is that Phantom is saying that they were not responsible and they've been audited. They've had security audits and it's not done. We'll have to continue to, I guess, wait until we get more information in regards to what's going on with that. As we move into our next article here, Coinbase posts a full 1 billion. That's 1 billion with a B net losses in Q2 and their stock tumbles. So Coinbase stock is down 10% today, which isn't much. You would think it would be a lot more considering the fact that they have such bad, they took on such poor losses in the first first half of 2022. But in either case, falling more than 4% in after hours trading following an underwhelming earnings report for the second quarter of the year. Look, the fact that they're still standing is good because we saw a number of lending platforms and exchanges go to the point where they were not even allowing users to withdraw or transact anymore because they just did not have the liquidity to cover any of it. So these guys took huge losses, but they're still in the game. So that's at least a good thing, but that's a big loss. 1 billion. And there are a lot of people making money over there at the higher up level of Coinbase. So pretty sure they made their money. But in either case, the article goes on to say Coinbase underperformed compared to analyst expectations, posting 808.3 million in revenue for quarter two compared to an estimated 832.2 million that would have been brought in by the cryptocurrency exchange. So Coinbase is feeling the crunch of the bear market. A number of other exchanges and lending platforms are feeling the crunch of the bear market. I just didn't know that they were taking on such a massive loss. Hopefully we get to see things turn around. As we know, Coinbase has just teamed up with BlackRock to bring institutional investors into the crypto world. I'm pretty sure that's going to do a lot of good for their books. Maybe in the second half of 2022, they'll post better numbers. We'll have to wait and see. But that's what's going on. These guys are not looking good. Their stock is tumbling. They took on huge losses. I know that they are currently in the process of battling the U.S. government because of all of these different cryptocurrencies that they listed that were being labeled as securities. They're saying that Coinbase did not clear these as securities. So now there's going to be a battle between the U.S. government, the SEC specifically, and Coinbase regarding the fact that these currencies that were supposed to be listed as securities were not. And they were being offered for exchange, and you could buy in and sell and so forth. So we'll have to see how that goes. I'm a big Coinbase user. I do not keep my coins on Coinbase. I just use it to pretty much buy and trade and things of that nature. So yeah, keep an eye. We don't know where Coinbase is headed in the future. Hopefully it's not bankruptcy, but they're bleeding money. And on to our last but not least article. This is what we discussed in our last video. We discussed the fact that Torn is no longer allowed in the United States. The United States government has banned not just this platform, but it has banned Americans from being able to use this crypto mixer. Again, what this crypto mixer is that it anonymizes your transactions. So you send your currency to an address on the Torn network, which is an ERC. Yes, it definitely runs on the Ethereum blockchain. So you send your coins there, it mixes it up, it spits it back out with different addresses and things like that, all in an attempt to just anonymize where the coins came from, where they're going. It masks it with different addresses and things of that nature. So all of those addresses have been banned in the U.S. In any case, let's go on to the article here. It says, Tornado Cash Torn has lost almost half of its market valuation in 2 days after being slapped with sanctions by the U.S. Treasury Department. The department accused Tornado Cash, a crypto mixing platform, of laundering more than $7 billion in cryptocurrencies, including a stash of $455 million allegedly stolen by the North Korean-based hackers, which is one of the reasons that the U.S. Treasury Department is claiming that they wanted to get rid of Torn because it's being used for illicit and malicious activity. But let's be honest, a lot of this probably has to do with them being able to collect their own dues. They're not going to be able to chase the money if it's being mixed up and people are anonymized. You know, things like that can cause tax evasion. And I can guarantee you the U.S. Treasury Department, that's mainly what they're concerned about, is that America is not going to be able to collect its tax dollars. I know some of it probably has to do with the illegal activity, but I personally believe a lot of this has to do with taxation. In either case, we'll continue forward here. Immediate reactions were followed by U.S.-based crypto companies, which includes Circle and Coinbase. They made the USDC, which is a stable coin. In a controversial move, the popular crypto firms blocked movements of their jointly issued stablecoin USDC tied to Tornado Cash's blacklisted smart contract. So basically, if you have USDC and you're gonna try to move it over to Torn, nope. Circle and Coinbase says, nah, you're not gonna be able to do that. We're blacklisting those addresses. Those smart contracts not allowed over here. The news prompted traders to limit their exposure to Torn, Tornado Cash's native token, and on a daily chart, Torn's price has slipped approximately 45% since the Justice Department's notification about Torn, and now it's down to $18.50. So basically, big loss. But as you scroll down through the article a little bit more here, it says that Torn has been testing the 15 to 18 range, which is cool. But if you read this, notably in January and June earlier this year, this level served as a springboard for Torn. So it did test these levels earlier, and then it jumped 275 and 100% respectively. So considering that you're stupid enough to go invest in this token, you could probably see some gains, because after all of this bad news and it's plummeted down to 1850, you could see probably up to 275% gain if this is a currency that you have invested in when it hit this new bottom. It goes on to say, therefore, a potential rebound move from this range could have Torn test 3250 as its next upside. So again, yeah, that's basically what it's saying. Me personally, I'm going to say to you, if you're based out of the United States of America, you probably would be better off just avoiding this altogether. You don't want to have yourself caught up with the U.S. government. Regardless of if you're right or not, these people are pretty much going to destroy your life. Probably going to end up doing some kind of prison time, because it's what America likes to do, likes to throw people in prison. And you're going to have your financial future ruined. You're going to have your career ruined. You don't want these problems. Stay away from Torn. Stay away from crypto mixers. Do things the right way. Do things the legal way. If for some reason you want to be anonymous, maybe cryptocurrency is not for you, because your transactions are going to be clearly available to the blockchain. You can go check it out on Blockchain Explorers. Again, I would advise to just stay away from all of it. Not financial advice, just human advice. Stay away from illegal activity, period. That goes for everything inside and outside of cryptocurrency. But with that said, guys, that is all for today. I hope that this was informational for you guys. I want to thank you for checking us out here on Pour Over Finance. If you like what we do, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Give our video a like, because we do want to grow this network. And go ahead and comment down if you have any suggestions, or if anything we discussed today you want to leave a little tidbit on. We'll reply to anything that has been posted in our comment section. Anyway, like I said, guys, thank you. We appreciate you. And I'm out of here. Peace.